Do you still eat your boogers? Please tell me you do.
We took an edible. Sorry, don't make sense, guy.
Whoa! I saw the worst comedian the other day. I looked in the mirror.
I did an Asian accent in front of an Asian person at a show last night.
Now
They
I feel
weren't
like
happy.
Like, that sounds like Chinese. No, it's cyborg talk. I'm pro-China. Think about it. They invented karate. They got orange chicken. And they started the massage parlors. Mic drop. Coworker the other day go, "You're so fat. You fat guy. You go. He's white. He's not Asian. But he identifies as a Chinese guy. So I can't say anything. Because whatever someone identifies now, if you say something, you're hate speech. You're a bigot. You're a racist. You're this phobic. You're that phobic. So I let it go. Yes, I'm fat. Juan. He changed his name. He used to be Timothy. Now he's Juan. He's got duct tape right here to make his eyes go back. I can't watch the killer docs. Some people get into it. Oh my God, did you hear how he killed a lot of people? Yeah, that was crazy how he killed them. Huh? Like, you're into this too much. This is weird. You know what I mean? Give me a comedy. Give me fucking Frasier. Let me see that little dog come in, Eddie. You know, that's normal. People that want to laugh, not, hey, let's obsess about like bad things in history. Those people scare me. People that write books on killers, just study about him. I'm gonna be obsessed about a killer. You know, if I was their family and stuff, oh, what do you do this weekend? I read about Dahmer. I would be. You need help. Who wants to know about that stuff? I'm gonna block out shit because, unfortunately, I believe that once you go, that's it. You're in the dirt, and I'm not wasting mind space. My new favorite website. I'm not wasting mind space on weird, creepy things that are just gonna trip me out when I smoke weed. You know. I want a tribe leader as my president. Can I get those guys with the nose ring and the face paint and the blow darts? The vice president's a witch doctor. You know, let's change it up a little bit.
When you need to go pee really bad and you finally find that urinal and you get it out. Dude, I've had it pee so bad that I thought I was going to pee my pants. This happened to me the other day. And I went into a bathroom and I didn't see anyone at first. And I just pulled my dick out because I'm going to pee my pants and I got to get it out to get it to the urinal and just start going. I don't have time to get the urinal, undo the thing, and I got my dick out and I'm going to the urinal and the guy's coming out of the stall. And he just sees me and he just looks to his son and goes, "I hate San Francisco."
Ever see those videos of guys that are getting kicked in the nuts? They pay people to kick them in the nuts. What happened with you when you were a kid?
Technically, all zombies are trans because they transitioned from human to zombie.
You know, this is why I brought you on the podcast. This is brilliant, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
That's like the alcohol. You take it and now you got confidence. Oh, you're a nerdy guy that just hangs out in the library? That wish he can talk to girls? Here's some Captain Morgan. Have fun in that threesome, nerd. You're Mexican?
half Mexican, half Sicilian.
I'm gonna tell you, you don't look Italian at all.
Right?
You look full on Persian. Your dad owns a couple vape shops.
Oh yeah.
You look like you drive a Lexus blacked out. You know what I
Right.
mean? With some
Right.
crazy decals on the back window. You know,
Yes.
like, does that say "fuck you"
Yeah.
in Baghdad? You know?
Right. The Baghdad.
Dude, yeah. You know, I've never been told that I look like another race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, you're white, dude. Look. But anyways, track ADD. Thank you. I got a personal trainer, and the guy's training me, and it's not it's not motivating. He's like, come on, why aren't you going? I'm like, the only time I was motivated was with my high school football coach I was scared to death of. Can you talk like him? Can you say some of the stuff he said? He's like, what did he say? I'm like, oh, here he goes. And I just whispered in his ear, and then I'm out there on the ground in front of everyone right there in the middle of the gym, and this personal trainer's yelling homophobic slurs, talking about my mom, questioning my sexuality. And let me tell you, I had one of the best workouts that I've had since I was 18. It was amazing. I'm going to play something funny I heard in a video earlier today. Take a listen.
I got good news and bad news. Good news is I could do this all night long. Bad news is I could do this all night long.
That was my parents. Hope I have a brother. I have a sister too. What the hell? No, that was a pornographic video I watched earlier. Sunday with the family. The other day I had a carrot. I was like, I feel good. Oh yeah, that's right. Vegetables are good for you. You eat the stuff that tastes good. Daddy doesn't feel good anymore. Daddy's depressed. Daddy feels like he shouldn't have eaten that. He's ashamed. Eating an Oreo is like sleeping with a hooker. You're like, ugh, I hope I don't die from this. Afterwards you're just so miserable. You're like, it was good for 5 minutes, but then after that, can't even look in the mirror. I this is a true story. Bought non-alcoholic beer for my dad because if he drank alcohol, he'd beat the shit out of me. They carded me. No alcohol in it. The lady asked, "Hey, can I see your ID?" And you gotta pay with Apple Pay. There's no cash allowed. Don't even think about busting out coins. Which, by the way, you ever pay for something with coins? Only homeless people do that. I bought some beers the other day with some quarters. I was like, I feel like I live under a middle school right now. This is horrible. This is disgusting. Never doing this again in public. Only at night. Do it at night. Don't do it in the morning. People look at you when they're getting coffee. This guy's got issues. But non-alcoholic beer, and they carded me. Are you kidding me, guy? Hey, lady, you on drugs? Oh, yeah, you work at Safeway. You probably are. I like this job. Oh, really? You like ringing up food? I talked to someone. Hey, what'd you do before this? Oh, I worked at Safeway for 20 years. I loved it. Why aren't you doing it? No, it was great. Have you ever seen cashiers that work at grocery stores that got bandages on their hands, their bodies racked up with back braces and leg braces and face braces, Like, people look like they've been through war, Like, are you a veteran? Susan, geez, yeah, my hand hurts. I've been ringing food for 30 years, going like this. Dent, dent. Yeah, I know what you mean. My wrist hurts sometimes and forearm. But I don't see how you would like that job. I actually worked at a grocery store when I was younger. And let me tell you, it's embarrassing when the guy with Velcro gets Employee of the Month. I never got it. I was the only person that bagged up food that, wasn't picked up by their mom. It was embarrassing. My manager was 16. He's like, he's like, come on, not better. I'm like, his balls haven't even dropped yet. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Thank God I stole alcohol to cope with it. If you're gonna steal anything, wear a pea coat. Thank God for the Navy. You can hide a lot of bottles in there. I thought it was cool too. I was stealing alcohol every night and then watching The Sopranos at night. Hey, I'm like a gangster. Dude, I show off at the gym. You don't want to work out with me. I start showing the guns off. I start showing the Japanese tattoos. I said, yeah, I was a fucking samurai, bro. Like because you have lions in there. You can't go in a cub. You do technically go in as a cub, but it's like going in prison. You gotta be kind of hard.
Yeah.
And I'll roll up the sleeves. I'll go in cut off. Yeah, I know it's flabby now. Wait for 6 months, Tyrone. Because yeah, it's intense going in a gym. If you haven't worked out for a while, like, what was your experience when you first started getting back into working out? Because it's embarrassing. I ran down the street, my tits were flopping all over the place. I'm like, people think I'm trans right now, which is fine, but
You gave yourself whiplash.
yeah, right? Was it embarrassing when you first got back into working out?
Man, so people at the gym, they'll tell you when they'll say, I remember when he started, this little short guy, man. He'd wear these big sweatshirts and put his hood on and not talk to anybody.
Oh,
You know, that's just kind of how I was. And I was just, I was, you know, like I was coming in, you know, a little bit embarrassed and a little bit, you know, just like I got all these fit people around me.
Oh.
I got people that are twice my age that are, you know, running laps around me, and you know, I just got to put my
That's
hood
the
on and
worst.
stay the grind. And part of that was the discipline I had from doing kickboxing and growing up and training and fighting, losing weight, dropping weight. So I kind of had to put that cap on again and really squeeze every drip I could out of it. And you know, luckily I was able to keep continuing and come back and see results and you know get in a lot better shape. You know.
Have you ever seen Cobra Kai?
Oh, I love it.
You're him.
I love it. I can't wait till the next season comes out.
You're him.
Right.
You used to do kickboxing as a kid. You got out of shape. You fucked around. Oh shit! I'm having fun. You fucked around, and then you found Yin Yang or fucking Buddha or whoever fucking shined their karate light on your ass again, and now you're back working out, and you're using what you learned from the '80s, aka early 2000s, you know, to now. I mean, your fucking life's like a Netflix series right now.
Right. Right.
And that's how I pitch it to the Jews in Hollywood.
It's
But
cool. It's cool to think of it that way, man. Sometimes it takes someone like you to talk to kind of remind me of that. But that's cool, man.
Well, you know, depressed people like to lift up other people.
Pressure. This is a hotel a lot of Indian people stay in. How many people are checking in? 20. Get the whole family. We're going to do a cookout in the bathtub. Ah, yes, the bathtub. Loving the shower pressure here, dude. There's nothing worse than going to a hotel and the shower pressure is weak, right? You ever try to wash your asshole with a weak stream? It's miserable. I'm like, what am I, a starving kid in Africa? You know, come on, I pay taxes. What's going on here?
And proud of you. Shit, man, we met each other at Foothill growing up, and
Oh my God. No. I'll tell you where we met. You know, people don't know this story. I think we could tell it now. You know, I don't think you're going to go to jail for this, all right? Phil molested me in biology. He licked my butthole. That's when I knew I was gay. No, we were in biology together, and I had no clue what marijuana was. I listened to Dr. Dre, though. I listened to CDs my mom didn't know I listened to. And remember that Dr. Dre 2001 album? They had that song that went, it was like people fucking. Dude, I just thought that was a song. I was like, why is she hurt? Like, I thought she was just like hurt, you know what I mean? I didn't know she was orgasming, right? As a kid, you don't know, but you bump it. So I've heard about cannabis, but it's just gone one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? And we're sitting in class, and I think like the yard duty comes in, right? And a cop.
yeah,
Right? And you're next to me in the desk, right? And you go, hey man, like, I know this is kind of boring, right? I'm like, yeah. You're like, take this Funyuns bag.
Oh yeah.
Put it in your backpack. I gotta go for a minute. And the cop's like, come on, come on, Skippy. And you're like, I'll find you later on and get it from you. I'm like, all right, right. I look in it, it's like two big branches of weed. I don't even know what that is. I'm like, oh, whatever, And the biology teacher's like, Mr. Woody, you got anything to show? I'm like, no, I'm fat. I bought some chips. And so you leave, right? And so later on, like class ends, I'm out and about trying to get laid, what's a tit, what's a vagina? And you just jump out of the bush. You're like, hey, you still got that bag? I'm like, where'd you come from? Jesus Christ, dude. What the
Bro,
fuck?
no, I seriously, I remember that day so clear, man. I was wearing a freaking yellow Tommy Hilfiger jacket.
Oh, with the K Swisses.
Yeah, with the K Swisses, man. I remember I had a Velcro pocket. I remember I opened it as soon as I seen Officer Van Rader come in.
Oh.
Opened it, and I literally gave you the look, and you're just like, you were in like Flint, man. You were just down.
That's
bro.
problem with me, dude, is I'm so like gullible and whatever. Like, I fucking Nazi could give me like, hey, hang on to this. I'd be like, oh yeah, no problem.
It's like anthrax. You're like, oh, is this some powdered sugar here?
Yeah, like I could have accidentally started 9/11. Hey, fly this plane real quick. I'm like, oh yeah, like no problem. I'm just gullible, I gotta be careful. But I was happy to do a service. You're a kid, it happens, and I'm glad I could have helped you out. That was the first time I was a drug mule.
Hey,
So
well, you helped me, man, and I'll always be your only fan.
hey, I'll take it. You know what I mean? And that's a lesson for the kids out there watching this show. Hide some drugs for people, because if you ever think about doing comedy because your life fucking sucks, they will come to your shows. And that has been the show. That's been the podcast.
It was a mistake to have my son get into sports. I wish I had my son just be into video games and watching the pad. That is way easier, because you know why? I'm just sitting on the couch myself relaxing. This kid's got to play this sport. Race it, hike, touchdown. Hey, this kid gets to play. I should have made my son the worst player that was going to be on the team. Then there's no extra all-stars. Then there's no trips to Los Angeles. Hey, Daddy, I want to go to Disneyland. Hey, Daddy, I need this, I need that, I need this. And I'm like, paycheck's going down, 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 down. Fuck, Mom, down, down, creditor, This credit card. It is brutal having a kid be good at sports. Oh my God. Don't do it. If you have a baby now, Blake, I know you got a couple kids, get them fat. Get them lazy. Have them just chill here. Now here's the thing. If you make your kid lazy, at least make him read. You know what I mean? Because in that way, even if he's fat and needs a wheelchair by the age of 20, he can get a job. Right? That was my mistake growing up. I was like, you know what? Too many video games. Too many trips to the fridge. I didn't even read labels. I mean, look at me, guy. Maybe if I read labels, I would have had a better job. Get them lazy. Don't do sports. That's my PSA. I love the aisle because I always got to poop. So at least I go. And one time I pooped so bad, someone thought a terrorist let off a bomb. Oh my God, it reeks. We're going down. You start hearing people in the back. People thought anthrax attack, and I was, people were waiting for to hear that. Okay, we're going to, but I hope I didn't actually say something there. You never know when you pretend to speak another language. You could accidentally be saying something. That's why I stopped that in Mexico. I was fucking with people in Mexico. I was like, like she just told me to go cut the clit off a moose, you weirdo. Like I had to stop pretending and just say, yeah, I don't know how to speak it. But this guy on the flight, I'm in the aisle, he's in the window, and he just keeps snoring, right? And there's someone in between us, so I gotta, try to kick his chair, but not kick this little Asian lady next to me. You don't want to kick an Asian right now, especially a white guy, even if it is on accident. So I'm like trying to kick his chair, and he's not stopping, and I just start making noises. And that's what people were looking at me about. Like just trying to, come on, guy. I have an itch on my ankle. Mosquitoes love me. I think if I lost a little weight, they wouldn't. You never see mosquitoes bite really thin guys that eat salads. They're always biting fat people that like fast food, drinking beer, smoking the ganj. Because think about it. A mosquito, you want crazy blood. There's probably levels of blood and that level of a hit you get when you fucking eat that blood as a mosquito, right? That low level, that low grade blood, ugh. That's like one of those cheap eighths you buy at the dispensary. $18 for an eighth. And then you go through it in an hour because it's so bad. It doesn't do anything for you. That low grade blood is like thin guy, does marathons multiple times a year, watches his calories, have one cheat day a year. Oh, I don't drink. I'm I'm healthy. I'm a healthy person. You ever get that guy at a party? Oh yeah, I'm actually watching my weight. You're at a party. That's when the rules go out the door because it's called a party for a reason. It's not called, hey, I'm going to hang out. That's a coffee shop. That's a lunch date. This is a party, guy, where you drink. You might, I haven't done that since 2001. You know, you have cranberries to put in my salad. I'm trying to add vitamins. They're called vitamins, guy. That's that level 1 low-grade blood where the mosquito drinks and he goes, ugh, I wasted all that time buzzing around, jumping from spot to spot until finally they don't feel me and I can just suck. You know how hard it is to get in someone's skin? Took me 30 minutes. 30 minutes to a mosquito is like a lifetime, guy. But then you jump some levels. The fatter the person, and they figure this out. Trust me, I've been with friends that are in shape, and I'll get murdered by mosquitoes. Just instantly, just, duh, duh, duh. You know, that's the best I look. When I get a lot of mosquito bites, I'm like sucked up a little bit. I'm like, look 20 pounds lighter. That's why I don't mind it. But they don't like. I've been there, guy. Trust me, I've done the research. No hypothesis here, all right? This is fact, guy. And it just makes sense. Just that Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out. If you go to Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out in the same day, you're fat or you're one of those skinny assholes that, I have a high metabolism. I'm like, you eat as much as me. Yeah, I guess I just have better genes than you. When they say high metabolism, that's like, yeah, my parents are better than your parents. My ancestors raped yours. We're tougher. Thanks. I gotta hang out with people that are fatter than me. You know, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Like, I wanna hang out with those 600-pound life guys that takes 2 Chinese guys to get them out of bed. They gotta hire people. That's who I gotta hang out with. And some Down syndrome people. I gotta feel better about myself. And I'm not saying that because they're less smart than me and it makes me feel better about myself. I'm saying that because Down syndrome people, they have fun. You ever hang out with a mentally handicapped person? They're laughing, they're goofing, they want to throw a ball. I'm like, this is me, dude. This is my style. You ever hang out with adults where they're like, so the economy sucks, interest rates, they're really high right now, Bitcoin, what do you think about that? You believe in climate change? No, I don't, Bill, and I don't give a fuck about this, all right? Let's go throw a football, let's chug beers and talk about OnlyFans. That's what you can do with a handicapped person, you know? Adults stink. You gotta find immature adults to hang out with. Or you know what, my favorite, I got some friends like this, they got high-stress jobs all week, and on the weekend they just want to be like, I'm a college kid again, give me the bong, sports gambling, drink, let's go parkour. I had a friend say, let's go parkour, and I tried to jump up on a ledge and hurt myself. I said, you know what, you're too dumb for me, I can't do this, I can't. But I look like the parkour guy that, have you seen that obese guy that just barely parkours? I think he's just trying to be funny. Or he looks really serious. Who knows? I have Down syndrome. But, yeah, you got to be careful with those friends. Because I have those friends that run marathons and are athletic. They're like, hey, let's hang out. And then all of a sudden you're on a hike up a mountain that's like the stepbrother of Mount fucking Everest. You're like, I thought we were in California, not the Himalayas. You know, I like Himalayan salt, not the mountains. Those friends stink, you know. I like lazy friends. Hey, you want to come over and play video games and hit the bong? No, I don't think so. I want to go talk about interest rates. Psych! I'll be there in 2 minutes. I live an hour away. I'll drive fast. Or, better case, I'll have my mom drive fast. There is no shame of having your parents drive you when you're older. The best way to do it, so you don't look like you're just being lazy, drink a bunch. Then call your parents and go, hey, I need a ride to my buddy's house. And they go, why can't you just drive yourself? And then you drop on them, well, I've been drinking, just celebrating that I'm living, and, we've had a lot of people die in our family, and, I don't want to be... Yes, I am having a blast here. The shows last night, hang on. Oh, I love doing that. Oh my God, because I'm not with anyone in the room, so I can make disgusting noises. I can do disgusting things. That's why I like a hotel room, right? I'm throwing towels on the ground. I'm wiping my nose, throwing it on the ground. I'm ejaculating everywhere. I don't have to clean up. It's like being a king. When you're in a hotel room, it's like you got servants, they're going to come. And I feel kind of bad because they're dark colored. I'm like, are these servants or slaves? I don't know. I feel guilty. White guilt. And I just like having that freedom of knowing that I don't have to do any work. If I could only live like that. Oh, man. That's, they say rich people, money doesn't buy them happiness. Bullshit. If I was rich, I would have servants. I wouldn't do shit but have fun, Then when you're poor or like mid-range, rich or whatever, you still got to do stuff that takes up time in your day. If I didn't have to clean, do laundry, dishes, that's more time to drink. That's more time to be a jackass. And that's what I want to do, because this is it. When you go, I don't get the people that, I'm doing all this and so I can go to a better place when this is over. So I can hang out with Tupac and Hitler and, all these people. And I'm like, what if that's not the case? Like, people are so for sure there's something better than this. It's going to be fun, roller coasters, all you can eat ice cream, Jesus hanging out, throwing parties, throwing water into wine, white party. How do you know that? What? You read a book? You listen to a guy that's probably molesting your kid? I mean, how do you know that for sure? There's no videos. There's no guy holding a camera after he dies and he becomes a spirit, films like, oh shit, this is dope. Like, fucking Humphrey Bogart's doing lines off of Marilyn Monroe's tits. Oh my God. And then you come back like, yeah, oh my God, I was dead for 5 minutes, but look at this footage. Yeah. Holy shit, who knew fucking Humphrey Bogart had a fucking huge Bogart, That's not existent. So until that happens, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Now, there comes a price with that, which is probably an early death. I know there's a lot of mentally handicapped people go to Jamba Juice because I was in a line that was stretched around the door. I'm like, midday. How is there so many people? Because people take too long to order. They don't pick what they want while they're waiting in line. They're looking at their phone. They're talking to their friend. How's David's penis? They're not looking at the menu, figuring out, hey, I better order this quick. There's a long line. Not these people. It's let me figure it out while there's a long line. I don't care about anybody else but me. Should I get the mango or the strawberry or the vanilla? What should I get? Hey lady, it's not an ice cream spot. It's a smoothie. You've had every fruit. I've never had pomegranate in a smoothie form. Then get it. What are you doing? You ever want to just yell at people and you can't because you don't know them, and then you would officially be a lunatic? I'm only a lunatic to my family. Once I leave the house, there you go, Bill. I know, mathematics is great. I'm just straight down the line, just cum called. What am I doing? Witchcraft cum called. I'm Cool Hand Luke. I'm cool and collective. But as soon as I get through that door after a long day, don't talk to me. It's horrible. That's why you gotta find something to relax you before you get home. Because if you're in a relationship, you live with your parents, you got roommates, you never want to be the guy that's an asshole. Never gonna believe driving over here. Fucking Orientals. You know, you don't want to be that guy. My dad. 95. It was a crazy year. A lot of slurs thrown that year. You just don't want to be that angry guy, especially a white guy. You don't want to be an angry white guy. I guess you don't want to be an angry any. You don't want to be the angry black guy. You don't want to be the angry Asian woman. I've never seen that before. I've never seen an angry Asian woman. They're always cool, calm, and collective. Let me tell you that. They are in La La Land when you see them. Or they got a mask on. You don't know. Oh, man. You know, people shit on the Asians. Pretty smart. You see the classroom, you see the Harvard, you see the Yale. You also see they got gloves on and armbands and a fucking visor while they drive. And you idiot other races, you make fun of them. Oh, look at them. They look goofy. Why are they wearing gloves on a sunny day with a visor? They're not even a football player. Why are they wearing a dark visor like this, like the Ricky Williams in fucking 99? It's because they're smart, you fucking nimskull, Timmy. You know what happens when you get sun damage? You get spots. You ever seen an old person? Go hang out with old people. It will make you realize you need to take care of yourself. I'm paranoid about getting older. I've already lost my hair. Bloated. Fat. I pulled my ass muscle bending over to pick something up. Oh yeah, we're scared. We'll die next year. Here we're alive, we're surviving. Wanted to get some fresh air today. Feels good. Hasn't felt good the last couple weeks. It's been extremely hot. It's been so hot that people have thought I've been on drugs. Yeah, I was outside sweating. Walked up to a buddy, out of breath, because, you know, overweight. And he goes, "What's wrong with you? Are you hanging out with Colombians? Are you hanging out with Dr. Chang and the pharmaceuticals?" No, guy. It's just 105 and I can't feel my face. I'm glad it cooled off. You know, I don't know how people get stuff done in Arizona. I'd be the sloth of the sloth if I lived in Arizona. I would be not homeless, but do the bare minimum. I guess, you know, what I'm doing now. But I would be so lazy if I lived somewhere hot all the time. I'll tell you this. I give homeless people props that live in Arizona. If you're homeless and you're in Arizona, you deserve a medal. You deserve a statue. That is tough. Anyone could be homeless in Hawaii. Anyone could be homeless in California. There's shade. You got heat for a little bit, but not constantly. You know, every animal that lives in Arizona lives underground. You have to. Plus, most animals are Jewish in Arizona. Oh boy, a lot of old Jews, I think, in Arizona. Or is that Florida? I can't tell the states apart. It's a bunch of old people driving around. Oh, that first mom that discovered Xanax and wine. Have you ever seen musicals? It's just a normal scene, and then it breaks out in music, and the main character is dancing and doing spins and doing flips. That was the first mom that discovered during a school day, and they're wondering what the dancing and doing spins and doing flips, wine. Have you ever seen musicals? It's just a normal scene, and then it breaks out in music, and the main character is dancing and doing spins and doing flips. That was the first mom that discovered during a school day, and they're wondering what to do while they wait for their kid, I'll try Xanax and wine. See if that helps the day go by. And the musical started. It's just a normal, I'm coming out. I want the world to see. They're so fucked up they don't even know the words.
Salami and cheese. Bam.
Honestly, though, not a lie.
Yeah. Have you ever had sex while eating?
No, I've never had sex.
All right, we gotta go to a commercial break. This is fucking weird.
Look, I'm saving myself for marriage, man.
I kind of got
me and
the
Jesus are like
vibe
this.
from you. You're like a really sweet guy, and it looks like you still watch Disney movies with a haircut. But yeah,
Yeah, but I watch them for the wrong reason. You know what I mean?
yeah, I knew the virgin thing. Well, let me tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's gross. It gets wet. There's a lot of sweating involved. Crying. It sounds like a horror movie. It's not good. It's disgusting.
Have you ever actually been with somebody who cried after sex?
You're talking to them.
Oh, you are the one who cries. You're the
No.
Walter White of sobbing.
No, the first time I was like, thank God, thank you, Mom. Oh my God.
If you doing it sweet, if
Yeah.
you doing it real sweet, don't go to a table that got a lot of players at it.
Okay.
When you go to a table that got more than 5 or 6 players, they add more decks.
Those stinkers.
So you fuck around, you be playing with 5 people and they got 7 decks in the shoe. So now you go that's why I said it can still work out with not taking the hit.
Yeah.
Because everybody else, but still everybody else got to get beat out. You got to not just beat out the dealer, you got to beat out them too. So the more people you play with, the higher your odds go up. Because see, you got a 7 deck shoot. That means it's 7 kings.
Yeah, that's genius, Corey. I've never put that much thought into it. It's probably why I lose.
So now it went from 32 cards. How many cards? It's 52 cards in the deck. Well, now they add 2 decks. That's 104 cards. So guess what? 104. That's more numbers to add.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
So now instead of 4 kings, you got 8.
Right. It's unpredictable.
So,
They're less predictable.
Right. So then that's why you be seeing sometimes a motherfucker, you be sitting over there and you'll take a hit and you'll get 2, and then he'll take a hit and get a king, and you needed his king. That's because it's still 5 more in there. But they ain't gonna come back round to you. They're gonna go down and lay it down the table. And by the time they come back to you, now you get an 8 and you done bust it out. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy shit.
Why do you think so many Asians like to gamble?
Because they know numbers. Them motherfuckers know numbers, man. That's all it is. It's all numbers, player. They know the numbers, man.
Yeah. As a comedian, you're so desperate for a fan base that you'll like take any crowd. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
That's why
I
don't have
care.
like any really political jokes, because I'll do shows out in like Nebraska and Missouri and shit, and I'm like, I'm not bringing political shit out to Missouri.
Well, here's my take, dude. Say I'm not popular here in the United States, but I'm popular in like bumfuck, Middle East, between China and India's asshole, some country called, Nubi or Nobi or whatever, or Niger. If I'm like really popular over there and I'm like killing it, I'm gonna buy a second house and I'm gonna celebrate that. I only need one state that loves me.
Yeah.
I need like 100,000 people that love me, and I'm set.
Yeah. I mean, the same can be
Seriously.
said for any of us.
I'll take the fucking North Koreans, dude. At this point, I'm desperate. Yeah, it's
Put a rubber on your dick, cause you can catch syphilis and all of this shit from that bitch that you thought was normal.
oh
You taking this broad out. You going to get her some dinner. You're taking her out. This, that, and the other. And a matter of fact, you take her out to dinner and she hold out on you. She won't get you no pussy. And then when you finally get the pussy, you thought it was all cool and shit. Now you at the doctor. You
yeah,
gotta
that's
be careful. Hey, bro, you catch just as much bullshit from these regular bitches as you do from them hoes down there on the thing. You just gotta be careful with who you meet, man.
you know who
That's all.
I've never you know where I've never caught a STD with my hand.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
My hand, I always wash it before I touch myself. It's clean, it's tested.
Hey, I tell motherfuckers all the time, I got two bitches with me at all times. You understand? At all times, motherfucker. This bitch right here named Rita, here
Oh,
go Lisa.
oh
Say
my
hi,
God.
ladies. You understand? Because I'm ambidextrous, bruh.
They're big girls. They're tall.
Hey, look, you don't want to give me no pussy. I ain't worried about it. It's a
Yeah.
massage parlor right up the street from my house, bruh.
Oh my
You
God.
don't nobody want to give me no pussy. Hey, I go up here and get Sue Young Pullum to rub one out for me. You understand what I'm saying?
And she
Ain't
won't
no
complain
problem.
either.
Hey, look, it ain't even no problem. Because see, nowadays, bro, a lot of these females, bro, they acting like it's a burden for them to give you some pussy.
Yeah. It is. You
Yeah.
gotta go through jump ropes and,
Yeah, man.
you gotta, yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'll tell you this. I went to a massage parlor one time. I didn't have enough money, so I jerked myself off.
Hey, if that's how it works, if that's how you got to do it, I tell everybody, get it how you live, man. Because see, they'll pull fast ones on you, bro. I ain't saying, and see, I don't want females. If females get to looking at this podcast right here, I don't want them to think that I hate women, because I love women. I love women more than anything. I don't care if you're black.
Oh, you froze for a sec. We left off at you don't care that they're black. We left off at
Yeah,
you don't care that if they're black. I'm assuming Asian, white,
look, I'm
Tongan.
I'm an international dick slinger. You understand?
Have you hit all the races? Have you hit all the races?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I
Is there a
haven't.
couple races you want to hit before you die?
Oh man, there's a few I want to knock off. I
Who?
need man, I haven't had me a Pacific Islander.
Oh, yeah, they're cool.
I haven't done Colombiana. I want Colombiana bad than a motherfucker.
I feel like Colombiana, you better wear a couple condoms for them. They like the fuck down there.
Yeah, man. And see, I want to kind of go down there, but I don't.
Yeah, it's
And,
I mean, you would clean up. I knew this guy, black guy in college. Women would sleep with him just because they had never been with a black guy.
well, yeah. See, I'm going through that here. I'm going through a lot of that here right now, and
You're lucky because no chick has ever come up and been like, "Oh, I've never been with a fat, bald, bearded guy before."
Podcaster / comedian wannabe. My gender? That's for you to decide.
Yeah, I was gonna be, I found I found a website. You should try it. You ever heard of Jerkins? We'll steer that. Well, I made Corey laugh so hard he's coughing. Look at that. Definitely not from him.
man.
Not for him from weed. He's just laughing hard from what I'm saying. That's how you're killing it.
Yeah.
Have you ever, by the way, from a show, I've never done this before. I hope it happens once in my comedy career. Have you ever made someone like choke from their laughing so hard? And it's like, hey, if I keep going, this guy might die.
I can't say that I have.
Yeah.
I literally, I've been doing this for a little minute right now, and I literally just found my niche.
Yeah.
Maybe
drinking
about
water
4
for you.
months ago. Yeah, maybe about 4 months ago, I just found my niche, and a lot of the times when I'm
Is
doing
your
my
niche talking about?
thing,
Is your niche talking about fucking women?
I got a whole repertoire of all kind of.